Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to some more Fan Fridays for the week, and I'm actually going to be uploading 4 Fan Fridays this week because I missed yesterday since there was some Pokemon news. So let's go into this battle, and whenever you see Chansey, things are going to get pretty frustrating for the opponent, but there's also a Smeargle, and the Chandelure can be pretty annoying as well. Like, are we just going to see, like, full minimized team? Just troll the opponent, make them hate life, or what is Chandelure going to do for all of this as well? It could lead to some fun stuff. And it's versus Necrozma as well. Now things are about to get interesting. And it is going to be versus the Ultra Necrozma. So that makes things about, what, 10-12% more interesting? We have a pretty interesting battle that might just degrade into filth. And I'm always happy to show off some filth, you know? The Pokemon community, they get so butthurt over evasion, when it's just, there's no reason to. So we got the Focus Sash Chandelure. That's an interesting little bit of setup into the Trick Room. So pretty much doing everything to guarantee a Trick Room. Few things are going to see a Chandelure and then want to taunt it. That's very risky since there's like a lot of damage that could go down. But now we have Hex from the Chandelure. I mean, just going to tag Necrozma for a lot of damage. Then Necrozma is going to turn around and finish off the Chandelure with a Night Slash. Fair. That's pretty much what you expect. If it was a Shadow Ball, that Necrozma would be dead, but looks like there was something else going on with that Hex, and now Smeargle hits the field under Trick Room, so Smeargle uses Spore to put Necrozma to sleep, which means Smeargle is just going to get some free stuff. I'd imagine they don't want Moody. Okay, yeah, because then you could get a speed boost, and that could be really bad. But now Smeargle comes in, gets the Cotton Guard. Those are some crazy stats. Now we have, like, drastic defenses. So getting really tanky on the Smeargle. Necrozma gets the Wake Up into the Z move, though. Looks like it is going to want to burn, or it's going to want to create the light that burns the sky. We're going to be here for a while, because this one takes a little bit of time to kick up. Also, I don't know if that's lag or whatever, because, like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That took solid seconds to actually turn on the Z move right there. But charging up the move, doing lots of crazy setup stuff, waste. I don't even know how to describe this. We just gotta get to sit through and see how this one ends up playing out. So Necrozma gonna use its ultimate crazy damage Z move. Smeargle, like, there's no Focus Sash, so how is Smeargle going to react to this? Smeargle will also get the clutch 4 hit point survival into the Disrespect Confusion Berry. That Cotton Guard giving Smeargle the survival, and we needed it for the Baton Pass. So that +3 is going into the Chansey, and the last thing you want is Chansey with defenses, with Eviolite, with whatever else it's going to do. So that's terrifying. Now, Photon Geyser is going to come in. Twist Dimension is going to return to normal. Doing some damage, like Prismatic Lasers. Yeah, just got, like, throwing all kinds of damage around to try to do what it can to the Chansey. Chansey's actually taking a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough damage. That's the Toxic. We get a Soft-Boiled. We Soft-Boiled again. And then Chansey is going to get the Stall Out against the Necrozma with this. So no evasion boosting just yet? Question mark? Alright, there's a Soft-Boiled. So, Prismatic Laser is supposed to be a lot of damage, but yeah, gotta take that turn to sit down afterwards. Couldn't get the finish on the Chansey. Toxic's gonna take down, so Necrozma's dead at the end of this turn, which gives you a couple options. Do you just go for the Soft-Boiled, end up at full health, or are you just a Degenerate Protect Toxic Chansey? It looks like the answer is Degenerate Toxic Protect Chansey. You know what, like, it's funny because there was so much build-up for Ultra Necrozma as we, like, got the data mine, as we saw the stats, everything, like, oh, this is, like, well, the highest stat Pokemon ever, and it makes Arceus cry, and it looks like it's gonna be stronger than the Mega Rayquaza, but it seems like with the amount of weaknesses and just, like, how you can stall it out, it ain't the strongest Pokemon out there. It's but yeah, you have to have the Z Crystal, so it doesn't put you on, like, the Rayquaza levels of Life Orb with better than Arceus stats on a Mega or something, you know? So Groudon going to use that to go into a Solar Beam against the Chansey. Sure, like, you can bring the Drought and you can bring the Hate, but that's a special attack, and Chansey's really good against special attacks. Also really good against physical attacks now with that Cotton Guard, so there's really not much else that can be done. I think it's really cool that we have, like, the drastic boosting on the Cotton Guard for this Chansey. It's always fun to see drastic whenever a Pokemon stat gains. We need more of those moves. Ooh, the bulk up, though. That's gonna make things interesting. So what does Chansey have to respond to that? Minimize. Perfect. Alright. Toxic, Protect, Minimize, Soft-Boiled. The classic evasion style Chansey, but this time with a little bit of extra unkillable because of that Cotton Guard. Now we're in a setup war though. No, you gotta play it right. And I feel that Chansey has a good chance to survive just like a Fire Punch or straight up just physical hit from the Groudon. Even at +2 from the Groudon, because like Chansey with the Eviolite's really strong, and then it has huge amounts of defenses. So the reason why you bring that defensive boost is mostly just so you don't get 2-shot. So I mean, now Chansey's in a 4-hit KO range with all that, and even on like a neutral scale with the Groudon, Chansey is going to be just fine. And then Groudon's using all that to set up, so it looks like it's going to pretty much go down to Poison, but then make sure everything goes into KOing the Chansey before it's gone. Also, yeah, it is Fire Ground, so you know, actually Fire Punch would be slightly more damage in the sun, which is why, you know, the Earthquake's cool and all, but yeah, Fire Punch could be a little better. But I mean, that's also why I have the evasion. Like, I feel like, oh, and then the BM Protect at the end. So even if that Earthquake landed, probably wouldn't have KO'd the Chansey, and then you're hiding behind evasion anyways, and then the Protect right at the end, so the opponent has 0 chance. So needed to get all of that set up, and then miss the Earthquake, because while it was like, that's completely fair, guys. That evasion, that minimize right there is completely fair, because there was 3 turns to set up on either side. Groudon had to go for the defensive boosting, and what's Chansey gonna do? Is it just gonna sit there and let the opponent just get all the stats it ever wants? No, Chansey's allowed to move. Chansey's allowed to use whatever it wants, and that's why I can use the minimize and then win. And now it's the same thing over again. So, and I actually, like, it's kind of crazy how fast the Toxic ticks down. So as long as you're not going up against a Poison or a Steel-type Pokemon, this Chansey is just going to absolutely wreck. Volcanion coming in with the overheat. So Volcanion's, like, just throwing the kitchen sink at this Chansey. Too much special defense, can't really do anything. It got burned, but that's going to be, like, just insignificant damage. Because with the nerf to burn in Pokemon Sun and Moon, that it only does a 16th instead of an 8th, burn is not as bad against stall Pokemon. So Chansey, it feels that hit, but it doesn't really care about that hit. And then Volcanion's going to come in with the Steam Eruption. Chansey will avoid the attack and then go into the Soft Boiled. So I mean, yeah, just spam Soft Boiled until you win now. Why not? This battle is like completely set unless it's like a rest on that Volcanion. I don't really know what else to say, except the opponent's gonna, yeah, see, the ending says everything that needs to. The opponent, look at that team. We got the Primal, we got the Mythical Event Pokemon. We've got the Ultra Necrozma, it stole the sun of a different world, but no, Chansey stops it. Fun stuff. Now what I want to do is I want to set up a damage calculation really quick, just to see how much damage that Groudon was doing to the Chansey. Yeah, even with the bulk, or even with the bulk up, the +3 against the Chansey was just fine. Really, the only thing that could have taken it out at that point is a crit. And that's a crit through evasion, so that means the odds of landing that are just impossibly small. Actually, a crit wouldn't need, like, yeah, a crit would have done it, never mind. A physical hit crit, because then you're ignoring the defenses, and then you're stacking the bonus damage, and that's really the only way they're gonna be able to take down the Chansey. So max hit point, max defense, and it's going to be fine. Like, the neutral hit, even with that Precipice Blades, like I said, it's about a 2-hit KO. That even though Chansey has a 5 on defense, the Eviolite, that's going to give it a lot of scaling defensive stats. The hit point bulk just means that it can tank massive amounts of raw damage, but then it's just able to survive because of the massive amounts of hit points that it has. So everything just kind of like balances out and looks pretty solid on Chansey. And then the like most powerful of powerful hits are going to be 2-hit KOs. I mean, that's the Precipice Blades. Now, there's a couple reasons why it could have been Earthquake over the Precipice Blades. Precipice Blades does not have the 100% accuracy, so it makes it even harder to land the more powerful hit against the evasion. Then we just kind of like show off the Earthquake right here. Earthquake, not even a 2-hit KO. Or it's like a very low chance, 2% chance to 2-hit KO on the Earthquake. We have the Harsh Sunshine, so that means a Fire Punch would be better. And this is also like assuming just like the most damage on a Primal Groudon as well, because we have the max attack, Adamant Nature. I mean, even if there's like 252, it really wouldn't change too much. And then the Fire Punch is going to find more damage, kind of like I said, because of the Sunny boosting. But overall, yeah, Chansey was fine without the evasion. And the evasion is just that cherry on top. Like, okay, cool. You miss, I get free setup. You land it, well, now you have to keep landing it. And there's a chance you miss, and then I just kind of win anyways because I'm 2, 3, 5 hit KO Pokemon under most situations. And then that Cotton Guard just makes it a little bit of extra filth. So if you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next Fan Fridays. Thank you very much for watching.